Hello folks, Rob Dreemeyer here. Welcome to Broadway Barfly. Today we're talking about the musical Once Upon a Mattress, and we're making swamp water. That's right, we're making swamp water. So stick around because you'll want to see what that's all about. If you're a theater fan who loves a great cocktail, click that subscribe button because Broadway Barfly is the channel for you. Carol Burnett is a television icon, but she got her first taste of fame starring in the Broadway musical Once Upon a Mattress, which is a musical spoof of the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale The Princess and the Pea. In the show, Prince Dauntless wants to marry, but his overbearing mother, Queen Agravain, insists that any potential bride pass a very difficult test to prove that she's a real princess, and so far 12 candidates have failed. She's also decreed that no one in the kingdom shall wed till Dauntless shares his marriage bed, which is proving to be a problem for Lady Larkin, who's already shared her bed with Sir Harry and is pregnant. In an effort to save her honor, Harry goes searching far and wide for a suitable princess for Dauntless and returns with Princess Winnifred the Woebegone from the swamps. Winnifred is so anxious to meet Dauntless that she swims the moat to get to the castle, and of course Winnifred was played by Carol Burnett. At a time when most Broadway musicals had their out-of-town tryouts in places like Boston or Philadelphia, Once Upon a Mattress premiered at the Tamiment Playhouse at Camp Tamiment, which was an adult summer camp in the Poconos. Adult summer camps were very popular vacation resorts in the mid-20th century, and though they've long fallen out of fashion, the Steiner Resort depicted in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel gives us an excellent example of what they were. One of the things that set Camp Tamiment apart from other summer camps was their Tamiment Playhouse. Every Saturday evening they presented original musical reviews that were written, directed, and performed by up-and-coming talent. Many people who went on to great fame and fortune in their careers got their start working at the Tamiment Playhouse. People like Neil Simon, Woody Allen, the director and choreographer Jerome Robbins, Danny Kaye, B. Arthur, and of course Carol Burnett, just to name a few. When Once Upon a Mattress premiered in 1958 at the Tamiment Playhouse, it was really just a one-act sketch, but it was such a hit with the guests that it was expanded into a full-length musical, and the following year opened in New York at the Phoenix Theater off Broadway, where it ran for 6 months. It then transferred to Broadway, where it played another 8 months in 4 different theaters for some reason. It opened at the Alvin and then moved to the Winter Garden. It then played the Court Theater before moving to the St. James, where it finally ended its run. Many funny ladies played Princess Winnifred. On Broadway, Carol Burnett was replaced by Ann B. Davis, who would go on to play Alice in the Brady Bunch. Dodie Goodman starred in the first national touring company, while Imogene Coca headlined a second national tour. Jane Cannell played the role in London. And in 1997, Sarah Jessica Parker starred in a short-lived Broadway revival, but the role still belongs to Carol Burnett. In 1964, as her television career was taking off, CBS aired a televised special of the musical where she starred alongside members of the original Broadway cast. In 1972, after the Carol Burnett show became a hit for the network, they aired a second television special where she starred alongside Ken Berry and Bernadette Peters, who were also frequent guests on her television show. Once Upon a Mattress was televised yet a third time in 2005, where it appeared on ABC's Wonderful World of Disney. In that production, Carol Burnett graduated to playing the role of Queen Agravain, and she passed Princess Winifred's crown on to Tracy Ullman. Once Upon a Mattress is still frequently produced, usually in community theaters and schools, and the show has a special place in my heart because many, many moons ago, I got to play Prince Dauntless. So to toast Once Upon a Mattress and that princess from the swamps, we're going to make swamp water. Swamp water was created by a marketing team to promote Chartreuse, which is an herbal liqueur made by monks in the Chartreuse mountains of France from a recipe they were given back in 1605. In the 1970s, the popularity of Chartreuse started to wane, so they hired a marketing firm to boost its sales in the US. Chartreuse is used in some very elegant cocktails, things like The Last Word and the Bijou, but one of the most popular cocktails of the 1970s was the Harvey Wallbanger, which is made with vodka, orange juice, and Galliano, which is another herbal liqueur. So Swamp Water was Chartreuse's effort to mimic the Harvey Wallbanger and capitalize on its popularity. The ad campaign for Swamp Water had a real party-like aesthetic to it. They created an alligator mascot that they put on mason jar glasses. They emphasized that Chartreuse is 110 proof and that swamp water could be made by the gallons. They also gave very specific instructions for what to say if you ordered swamp water and the bartender asked, "What the bleep is that?" And that's pretty much the way they wrote it on the ad, "What the bleep is that?" Well, Chartreuse has long abandoned this populist approach to their marketing, but that doesn't necessarily mean that swamp water was a bad cocktail. In fact, it's sort of a precursor to the Chartreuse Swizzle, which is a much more contemporary cocktail that they currently feature on their website, and something that I think we're going to be making soon on the channel. But right now, we're going to take a trip back to the 1970s and sample some swamp water. To make our swamp water, we need Chartreuse, of course, pineapple juice, and lime juice. I've never made this before, so I'm just going to follow the instructions they give on their ad. They said to start with 1.5 ounces of the Chartreuse, 6 ounces of pineapple juice, which is one of these whole cans, a 1/4 ounce of lime juice, and then we add some ice, and stir. It's garnished with some lime, and there we have swamp water. I don't normally taste things on camera, but because this is the first time I've made it and I've never had it before, I'm dying to give it a try. Tastes like pineapple juice with some Chartreuse. If you enjoyed the video, why not give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends? Feel free to leave your comments and click that subscribe button because there's a lot more Broadway Barfly to come.